Hi. So this is day 3 or 4. I'm not too sure. um yeah, so basically I'm still not consuming any sort of media. I mean, I'm not able to completely dismiss my phone or my computer because I need it for my job, but that's what makes it challenging, but also, I guess, rewarding in a sense of maturing, because you cannot always be extreme in your decisions, because it doesn't work always in the real world, especially not if you don't have a big safety net. So I still cut out every YouTube format. I didn't do any sort of consumption, and I've managed to wake up at like 6 a.m. I went for a walk. I did my chores. I then did. I went for exercising, and I had a good training session. Yeah. What did I do then? It wasn't as productive as yesterday, and I had many moments where my neurological loop tried to kick in, where it tried to crave for perfectionism, even in the most casual things like doing chores, for example. It's pretty wild. So if I don't channel my perfectionism like I used to into games or intellectualism, it tried to find its way through cleaning the house or my apartment into the tiniest corner. But I was able to stop that and just leave it pretty much imperfect. Good enough, but imperfect. And that's not easy. And another very tricky loop tried to kick in terms of my musical not experiment, my musical progression. I've told you I was able to create a song text in one take, and also managed to find the chords on the guitar and piano just almost instantly, and it just worked very well. And today I caught myself trying to optimize and just optimize it into every bit, and I felt this sense of pressure again to create, or I caught myself trying to create an image around that perfectionism again. Like, oh, imagine what could happen if you create the perfect song and people like it, and you had something to finally show to people in your close circle or whatever, that you finally did something. And even to myself, not even getting approval from the outside, but also from within. And it led to exhaustion, to this mental exhaustion that I'm used to, like this loop that's going back and forth, but is actually impairing me, or is impairing my execution function. So I sat there for minutes and minutes and had the urge to think about what I would do, but I didn't do anything, and I couldn't stop these thoughts. That is the painful part I'm used to. And So I tried to break the loop. And I did that by just taking a short walk. Just a 10-minute walk, just to get your receptors in your brain to have a short reset, inhibit some parts of the brain, and create room for then further execution or actual progress. And it worked. Within 5 or 6 minutes of walking and telling myself to shut the fuck up and not now, brain, my dear, dear brain, it just went silent, because I broke the loop. And yeah, then I got home and I started being productive again, but without the pressure in my back, or back of my head, to optimize anything. I just cut the music part out for today completely, and that felt good. Because why would I? I have nothing to prove to anything or to anyone. It's just unnecessary. And yeah, then I did 10 minutes. After the 10 or 15-minute walk, I did work on my business for 10 minutes. And then I just laid down for 10 minutes to create, or not to create, to imply to my brain that it's done now with this execution, and that's fine. It worked. I got out of the loop. I then acted instead of just overthinking, and then I got into a rest, and that was fine. That was an productive loop. Yeah, and then after I rested for 10-15 minutes, I set myself a window of 90 minutes of working on my business again. But that would be the last thing I would do in terms of any productive work for today. And I would fit anything in that, not only my business. I would do some other small chores. I would get myself something to eat or make myself something to eat. And yeah, after those 90 minutes, I just didn't do anything besides later in the day talk to my girlfriend via the phone. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And that wasn't even long as well. Yeah. So that's pretty much it for today. It's a very weird feeling that my body doesn't feel as stressed out, and I don't have the feeling in my brain that it's run 25 marathons. But on the other hand, it's somehow really exhausting to not fall back into the habits you used to do. Yeah, it's very tricky. It's very, very tricky. But I think I might see the benefits and I might see the benefits clearer than I did before, and I feel the benefits clearer than before of not consuming as much as I used to. Or yeah, that's it for today, and let's see what tomorrow brings. Have a good day. Have a good one.